Okay, so we're gonna start our broadcast this morning here in Florida, in beautiful sunny South Florida. Welcome, and we want to thank you for visiting Broward College at College Week Live. We wish this would be a conversation that we could hear you, but it's not. However, if you have questions during the presentation, feel free to type the questions that you have, and we are going to answer it during the presentation. So at any time, send us your questions. We'll be more than happy to let you know what is it that you want to hear from us. Anyway, once again, welcome to Broward College at College Week Live. My name is Regina, and here's Zach.
Hello.
Hi, and we are going to be talking about Broward College, who we are, becoming a Broward College student, studying in the United States, or studying at our centers abroad, or studying with Broward College Online, our global campus. We will talk about our programs, Associates in Arts, Associates in Science, our Bachelors of Science degree programs, accelerated programs overview, applying for admission, student resources and support services, and services overview. So just hanging in there as we continue with the presentation today. Okay, so you may be asking, where is Broward College? Where are you located? This world is so huge, and where is Broward College? We're located in the south of the state of Florida. We call it South Florida. It's a beautiful area, sunny, the weather is great. Normally the average temperature is about 70 or 80 degrees Fahrenheit, 7 in the winter. Right now it's about 70. And during the summer is about 85 degrees Fahrenheit, and in Celsius that could be something like 36, between 30 to 36. So it's very warm weather, sunny, very nice location, Broward College. So we're in the heart of sunny South Florida, just minutes away from 20 plus miles of stunning beaches to the east, with plenty of water-based sports to keep your weekends busy, like windsurfing, fishing, parasailing, canoeing, snorkeling, and more. Broward College even has a center that is a recreational center with water sports, with canoeing, right, parasailing, scuba diving, and so on, in one of our centers.
That's the Tiger Tail Lake, right?
Yes, yeah. Tiger Tail Lake Recreational Center.
I learned how to sail there myself.
Yes. So, about Broward College, when, who, and what. We were founded in 1960. We were the first. And we remain the largest institution in Broward County. The state of Florida is divided in counties, so we are in Broward County, and thus the name Broward College. Currently, we have 68,000 students. That's a lot of students. And they choose between our many programs, like 132 bachelor's, associates, and certificate programs and classes offered online and on campus. 68,000 students, they are located in several campuses and centers. We have 3 campuses and 8 centers. One of them I mentioned, the Tiger Tail. We mentioned that it's a recreational center. But we have many centers specialized in different areas, like even aviation, like professional pilot technology, aircraft maintenance, aircraft maintenance, and so many other programs. Diversity. We are in South Florida, so we have the students from all over the world. They're coming from everywhere. Our students are representing 175 countries and 45 languages the last time I checked. We are ranked 5th nationally among 4-year institutions awarding associate's degrees, and that is based on the Community College Week. So our students are coming from all over. We like to say that we are the gateway to Latin America. So we have the students coming a lot from Latin America, many students from Latin America, but also many students from Asia, for example, are looking for this location because of opportunities of networking, creating great friendships for the future. So we are the gateway to Latin America. About Broward College and graduation, because the most important thing when you go to a college is when I'm going to graduate, when I'm going to finish this program, and what we have done so far. So we have awarded more than 150,000 degrees since we started business in 1960. So 120,000 students have graduated from Broward College. And now they have become community and business leaders, educators, in healthcare experts, technical professionals, law enforcement officers, as well as many and other successful professions. Broward College transforming lives. I have a quick video that I would like to share with you right now at this time. So let's take a look. It's about 2 minutes. It's really quick.
In the heart of South Florida, people from all walks of life are undergoing change. They're transforming their minds, transforming their careers, transforming their futures. And it all starts right here at Broward College. We enhance this transformation through how we teach, through what we teach, and through how students learn. At Broward College, we transform our public spaces, and we transform the world around us through global interactions, through personal connections, and through hands-on experiences and partnerships. We transform our communities. As one of the largest institutions of higher education in South Florida, Broward College accounts for $1 billion of the region's economy each year. Broward College is recognized as one of the top 10 community colleges in the nation by the Washington, D.C.-based Aspen Institute. Yet, we remain the most cost-effective higher education choice in South Florida. We believe every student deserves the opportunity to succeed, whether earning an industry certificate or a 4-year degree. Ultimately, we transform ourselves, our community, and every one of our students. Broward College, transforming lives.
Okay, very good. I'm going to take a little break here to answer a question. So the question is, do you accept Egyptians? Absolutely, yes. So yes, we do accept the students from Egypt. Because English is not the primary language, we would require English proficiency if you're applying to a college degree program. However, we also offer a language training program, so we can accept you if your English is not at college level yet. You can apply to our language training program, and with that, acceptance to our language training program guarantees you full acceptance to our college degrees. So the answer is yes, we accept the students from Egypt. I have another question, so let's go to the questions here. The question is, I love your college and I always wish I could go through, but always scared of the school abroad because of the tuition fees. Also, do you accept the students from Nigeria? So, absolutely. As far as being scared of tuition, I would like to say that we are very affordable. Tuition at Broward College is about half of a state university in Florida and about 1/3 of a private university in Florida. So it's affordable. Just to give an idea, A student taking classes full-time would take 12 credits. What is 12 credits? Because I know I'm originally from Brazil, and when I first came to the US, people would tell me credits, and I said, what is that? So 12 credits means that you would be in a classroom 12 hours a week for 16 weeks, which is our term. 12 credits, in general, 12 hours sounds like not as much. I know that in other countries, the students would be in school, in class, for like 20 hours a week. But you have to do a lot of independent work. So 12 credits means that you probably need double of that time to study on your own. So 12 hours in class, 24 hours on your own. That's 36 hours a week what you need to do all your work. So what is 12 credits? Normally one course has 3 credits. It could be more or less. In general, it's 3. So that would be 12 credits. And going back to cost, tuition, book fees, and lab fees would cost approximately $4,900 for 4 months. So if you compare prices with other schools, that, as I said, that is about half of what a state university would charge, and it's about 1/3 of a private university in Florida. Also, we do offer scholarships for our current students. Once you complete 24 credits, which can be done in 8 months, and you have a GPA grade point average of a 3.0, it's a 3.0 out of 4, then you can apply to our International Student Merit Scholarship, which would be approximately 10 to 20% of your tuition. That's approximately what you would get. So also the question was, do you accept the students from Nigeria? Yes, and the primary language in Nigeria is English, so there is no requirement for English proficiency. We do require the WECO for high school graduation. That's the test scores that we need, the WECO. Okay. Okay, going back to our slides, and again, if you have questions, keep on sending your questions. Becoming a Broward College student. You could be a Broward College student in 3 different ways as an international student. You could apply to Broward College, be accepted, and we would send you acceptance letter and the I-20, which is the immigration document that you need to go to the American Embassy or Consulate and apply for your student visa, and come to the U.S. and study with us in Florida with a student visa, the F1 visa. You could also choose to attend one of our centers abroad. We have 5 centers, and if you visit our page, our booth in College Week Live, you will see that we have the links for our Broward College centers. We have a center in Peru, in Ecuador, in India, in Vietnam, and Sri Lanka. So you can study at Broward College at those locations and would be the same as if you're here. And also, if you need English proficiency, depending on the country, they also offer language training programs. So you can start with English and language training and then go into the college degree. And our third option would be for you to stay in your country and take classes with Broward College fully online. You can be part of our global campus. And Zach will be talking more about our global campus soon. But so those are the 3 ways you can come to the U.S., take classes at one of our centers abroad, at one of our 5 centers, or take classes with Broward College online and be an online student and take classes from your home country. Okay, I would like to introduce you to Natalie. So let me show you another quick video. Natalie is one of our international students. She's fantastic, and I would like to share the video. Again, it's a short video.
I moved down here to South Florida and wasn't really sure where to go. Broward College was recommended to me, and so I looked into it and I really love the area. It is, first of all, a beautiful campus, and you know, there are so many opportunities out here. A lot of students may not be aware of it, but when you get really involved and take those opportunities that Broward College offer, there are really a million ways how to establish yourself and how to gain leadership skills. I am involved in many extracurricular activities, not just on campus but also off campus. I participated in our school's newspaper, The Observer. I worked my way up from being just a staff writer to the managing editor. As of right now, I'm the president of Phi Theta Kappa Mu chapter here at Central Campus. I'm very proud of it. I can work with a lot of students. On top of that, I'm a mentor, I'm an ambassador here at school. So as you can see, I do really a lot of things, but I truly enjoy it. You know, it's on the one hand, I also boost my resume, but most importantly, these are the experiences that I gain. And nobody else can really take those experiences away from me. And those also prepare myself for the future and for the university I'm going to go later on.
Okay, so now we're back to the slides, and if you have questions, send us your questions. Let me check if there are new questions. No new questions right now. The last one is if we do accept students from Egypt, and yes, we do accept the students from Egypt.
I really like Natalie's comments because she came over to this country probably not knowing anyone and got involved, and there's a lot of ways to get involved, and now she's in a leadership position, so
yeah,
it's been a great thing for her.
Actually, what we say is the best way to be successful in college is to get engaged, participate in activities on campus, and that's what she does. And she's a great example, a mentor to other students as far as engaging, and which translates in becoming successful in college. She's part of our Honors Institute, and so on. So let's move on to the next slide here. So studying in the US, you may feel like, oh my gosh, it must be so complicated. What do I do to apply to college and go to the US? It's quite simple. You fill out your application with supporting and send you with your supporting documents. What would be the supporting documents that we require? Proof of high school graduation, which would be whatever in your country is required to go to the university in your country. That's what we're going to ask for. For example, if you are a student in Venezuela and you want to study here in the US and you just finished high school, we're going to ask for your original diploma, the bachillerato diploma. If you are in Nigeria, like the last question the student had, we're going to ask for your test scores for the WECO. If you are from Jamaica, we're going to ask for test scores, the CXCs. If you're from the Bahamas, the BGCSE. If you are from Vietnam, would be the high school diploma from your country. I cannot pronounce the name, but I can type and tell you what it is, okay? I have one more question, so let's check here what it is.
Let's scroll down a little bit.
Okay, just 1 minute. Would be, can you tell me about scholarships at Broward College would that be master's degree? Okay. So let's see. The last question is, tell me about scholarships at Broward College. We provide a scholarship for current students, for students that are already here. It's the International Student Merit Scholarship, and you would need to complete 24 credits, which is done in 8 months. It's 2 terms, 12 and 12 credits, and you need to have a GPA grade point average of a 3.0, 3.0 or 4.0. Let's say if it's from 0 to 100 in your country, would be like 80, or if it's 0 to 10 would be like an 8. That's what a 3.0 is.
Also consider a B grade if you're in a letter grade system.
Yes, a B grade, exactly. So that's what you need. So again, that scholarship covers about 10 to 20% of your tuition. It depends on how many students have applied at that term and the amount of money that we have to give at that specific term. We give the scholarships twice a year, for the fall term and for the winter spring term. It's for students that are currently here. However, I would like to remind you again that tuition at Broward College is very affordable. It's about half of a state university in Florida, and it's about 1/3 of a private university in Florida. So that alone, I would say it's a great scholarship, because tuition is a lot more affordable. If you visit Broward College at College Week Live, our booth, you will find links about the prices and costs, and you will be able to compare with other schools. I have one more question here. If I want to come through scholarships, what is the procedure? Okay, so again, the scholarships are for students that are already here. But as I said before, if you compare tuition with other schools, that will be a great advantage for you right there as far as how much money you're paying for. It's a quality education. We are a public institution in Florida, which means that we have to follow a lot more rules and regulations, and we are accredited, recognized institution. The credits that you take at Broward College, the courses that you take here are transferable to other universities. In Florida, we have 28 state colleges like us, and we have 12 state universities. And there is a law in Florida in which that if you do your first 2 years of your bachelor's degree with us, which is the Associates in Arts, not to confuse with a drawing. The Associates in Arts is just the first 2 years of a bachelor's degree, general education. So if you graduate from Broward College, a state college in Florida, you're guaranteed acceptance in one of the 12 state universities in Florida. There is another question here, which would be, how much time you give after matter to live in America?
I think they're probably asking how long do you have to live in America to attend, or
and you said master degree. Okay, that question is from Ali. Ali, you are asking if we offer master's degrees. We do not offer masters. We have language training, we have associate's degrees, and we have some bachelor's degrees. So unfortunately, we do not have graduate school, which is master's. We have undergraduate school, which is bachelor's.
But we do feed us directly into the university system in the state of Florida.
Yes.
So, yeah.
From the associates to the bachelor's at the state university in Florida. And you were asking how long you could stay after your studies. I think that was your question. International students, normally they will do what we call OPT, optional practical training, which is 1 year of employment after your graduation for you to gain experience in what you have studied. So normally would be after finishing your program, you do 1 year of OPT, optional practical training. You can actually do 1 year after an associate's degree, 1 year after the bachelor's degree, 1 year after the master's degree, and 1 year after the PhD. It's 1 year of employment after each level of education. Okay. So what is the deadline to submit all the documents? That is another question. What is the deadline to submit it? Yes, exactly. Broward College starts classes 3 times a year. We have a fall, which is August through December, and the deadline to begin classes in August and the fall is June 1st. If you want to begin classes in our winter-spring term, which is January through May is our winter-spring term, the deadline is October 1st. And if you want to begin your classes in the summer, which is May through August, then the deadline is March 1st. Right now, we are accepting applications for students that will begin in the summer, and the deadline is March 1st, and we are also accepting applications for someone who wants to begin in the fall, in August, and the deadline is June 1st. So as far as how to apply to come to the U.S., send the application with supporting documents. Supporting documents would be the high school credentials from your country, and it does not mean transcripts from high school. It will mean whatever diploma or testing is necessary in your country to get into the university. I mentioned CXCs from Jamaica, BGCSE from Bahamas, WECO from Nigeria, Bachillerato from most of Latin America countries, Diploma de Segundo Grau, Ensino Médio in Brazil. So those are examples of what diplomas we ask for. So besides the application, your high school diploma, if you have attended a university in your country, then we would ask for your university transcripts in original language and a certified English translation if it's not in English. And if you want to receive credits for those classes that you have done in your country, if it's from an accredited university in your country, then we would require a commercial evaluation, but that will be another conversation, another step. It's not part of the application process, really. Then besides that, we are going to ask for your sponsor to complete a confidential financial statement, which is part of the application. We're going to ask for a bank letter or bank statement showing that you have the funds necessary to come to the U.S. to cover for your expenses for tuition and living expenses for 1 year. And we're going to ask for a copy of the passport and the application fee. So that's it. It's that simple. Once you are accepted, we process an acceptance letter, the I-20, which is a document that you need to apply for your student visa at the American Embassy or Consulate. And then you're going to travel to the U.S. 30 days before your classes start. That's when you come in here. Okay? So moving on to the next slide. As I said, you may want to study in one of our centers in your country. If that is the case, if you are from Peru, Ecuador, Sri Lanka, Vietnam, or India, you can study in your country. And we have a Broward College center right there, close to home. So you can study at home. What is the benefit from choosing that? You can leave home and just drive to the center. The program will be the same as if you were doing here in the U.S. The classes are in English. The accreditation is the same as if you were taking your classes here. The transcript will be from Broward College. And once you graduate with your 2 years, your associate's degree, if you choose to come to the U.S. to finish your bachelor's, you only need to do 2 more years. It would be 2 years in your home country and 2 years in the U.S. I have a question here, so let me check. 1 minute. Is it possible to get a scholarship to study at your university? I'm from Crimea, Ukraine. Okay, scholarships, again, we offer scholarships for current students. It's the International Student Merit Scholarship, but if you're a brand new student, the best scholarship, it's not really a scholarship, but the best thing you can say is compare tuition, compare the costs. If you compare Broward College to other universities in Florida, you will see that we are very affordable, and that alone is your scholarship, kind of a scholarship. And
the way to earn the scholarship, as you previously said, is to come here establish a 3.0 GPA, correct?
Yes, the student would have to complete 24 credits. Which is done in 8 months, 2 terms, and with a grade point average, the grades in a 3.0 of a 3 or 4.0, and then they can apply for the International Student Merit Scholarship, which is 10 to 20% discount on the tuition. Okay, so very good. So moving on to our next slide. If you want to study at Broward College online, Zach will explain how, but 1 minute for another question. Are these universities studying chemistry? So I think that the question is if the student can study chemistry at Broward College, and the answer is yes. The student can do the Associates in Arts degree, which is not drawing. Again, the Associates in Arts is the first 2 years of the general education, the first 2 years of the bachelor's degree. A bachelor's degree in the U.S. is 120 credits. Normally one course has about 3 credits, could be more and less. The Associates in Arts degree would be 60 credits. Those 60 credits would be, and that is not count with language training if you need language training as well. But let's say for the Associates in Arts degree with a transfer major in chemistry, 36 credits of the 60 would be like English, math, humanities, social, behavioral science, as an example, and the other 24 would be based on your transfer major. We'll have a focus on chemistry. If you are doing business, then you would be studying those 24 credits, would be classes like accounting, financial accounting, managerial accounting, economics, macro. If you're doing pre-medicine, would be biology, anatomy, and physiology. If you're doing engineering, would be calculus 1, 2, and 3, physics 1 and 2. So that is the difference. The 60 credits, 36 is general education, and 24 is based on your major, what you want to do at the university. So you can do the transfer major in chemistry, focus on chemistry classes, then transfer to a university, and then continue with the 2 more years and you get your bachelor's degree. It's a 2 + 2, and that's actually, as I mentioned before in the presentation, it's the law in Florida, okay? Now I will pass the word to Zach, and he will tell you more about Broward College Online, our global campus.
Great, thank you, Regina. So as Regina said, Broward College Online is our global campus, and you can, if you come to if you're in your home country, you can take courses now with Broward College Online. We have actually a special tuition rate, which is lower than the out-of-state tuition rate for domestic students. So your special tuition rate would be, I believe, it's $215.20 per credit hour.
Yeah, and
so that's very cost-effective.
I'm sorry, Zach. And if you were coming to the U.S. to study here as an international student, the tuition is a little higher than that. It's $363 per credit. But as a BC Online student taking the classes in your home country, you're paying less than if you were here.
Yeah, and we're able to do that because of the cost savings in delivering courses online. So there's no need to study first, apply for a student visa, of course, if you're going to be studying from your home country. No need to travel. The courses can be taken from the comfort of your own home. Even the testing and the assessments within courses are done online through a service called ProctorU. So, and of course the education, the quality of education is identical. It's taught by the same faculty and staff that our traditional courses are taught by. So the degrees are identical, and really everything about the courses, as far as the transferability of courses, the amount of credits, are all the same as traditional classes.
Yeah. We have one question now. Let's see here. What is the question? Oh,
You're very welcome.
Thank you for a wonderful presentation. Okay, Tatiana, you are welcome, but we are not done, so hang it in there. Okay,
sure,
next slide. Okay.
Okay, so here are some of the types of degrees that we offer with Broward College Online. We have the Bachelor of Science degree in nursing. For this degree, you would have to already be a registered nurse. So if you wanted to come to the United States, you could do the our RN program, which is an Associate in Science degree. It's a 2-year complete degree that gets you ready to take the state boards for nursing and enter the workforce as a registered nurse. Once you become a registered nurse, you can come back and do the transition program to the Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. So, and a lot of people like to do that because you have more upward mobility, higher pay with the bachelor's degree. So in addition to that, we also have the Associate in Arts degree. This is a degree, as Regina said, that allows you to transfer after 2 years into a university to complete the remaining 2 years and earn the bachelor's degree. We can prepare you for any major that any of the universities have, whether it's chemistry, whether it's anything in this, anything in the sciences, anything in the arts, business, any program that's offered by any of the universities in the state. We can customize your Associate in Arts degree so that you meet those degree requirements, those entrance requirements. The Associate in Science degree we have in a number of fields, which we'll show you in a few minutes. Again, that's a complete 2-year degree designed for entry to the workforce. However, you can advance to the university with the Associate in Science degree. We do have agreements with several programs at universities to take our students right in with the Associate in Science degree. And even if you decided you wanted to do a different major that we don't necessarily have that type of agreement with, you could. The only difference between the Associate in Science and the Associate in Arts is that the Associate in Science is slightly more technical in nature and doesn't have quite as many general education courses within the curriculum. So to meet those general education requirements of the university, the AS degree student might have to go back and take an additional humanities course or an additional science course, just a handful of courses to meet that general education requirement, and then they can move on as well to the university. Also, with the associate in science degree, you can go straight into one of our Bachelor of Applied Science programs that we offer here. And then, of course, we offer technical certificates in a wide range of programs and careers. A lot of people already are in the workforce, already have a bachelor's degree. They want to come back and get a certification in specific areas to enhance their resume or to advance career-wise. So we offer those as well.
So let's say you want to come to the U.S. and study here as an international student, but it's expensive, and it involves money not only for your classes, for your tuition, but also housing. Why not do your first 2 years from home? Let's say the Associates in Arts degree, which is the degree to transfer to the university. So you can do your first 2 years from home, save a lot of money that way, and then you come to the U.S. and do the other 2 years and finish your bachelor's degree. It would be the 2+2. So you can still come to the U.S. and finish your bachelor's degree in the U.S., but you saved in your first 2 years from home. That is a great advantage for someone who wishes to come here but is concerned about how much money it's going to cost. So you can do your first 2 years from home.
That's great advice.
Mm-hmm. So the next thing, degrees and certificate programs.
Yeah, here are just some of the types of degrees we offer. Again, the Associate in Arts degree, that can apply towards any major at universities. The Associate in Science, you can see a lot of them are business-related, office specialist. We've got the computer systems specialist. I don't know if that's on there, but computer systems specialist. In technical certificates, as you can see, a lot of these are related to the business and office management fields, medical office management. So those are the AS and the technical certificates. And of course, again, with the Associate in Arts degree, because it's customizable, that can apply to any major at any of the universities in Florida.
Yeah, from what I hear, based on my experience, a lot of the students from other countries ask about aviation operations, which I find it very interesting. But aviation operations is business with a focus in aviation, so that would be for someone who wants to work in the aviation industry in management. And it's a very popular program for students taking classes online. We have quite a few that are interested in that one. Just thought I would mention that one. Okay, so the next slide is what are the accelerated programs?
Right, so we've got a few programs here that you can actually finish in about 15 months. And that's the Associate in Science degree with Business Administration, the Associate in Arts degree with a business focus, meaning that you're going to take those university prerequisites, the accounting courses, economics. All those courses are also in the Associate in Science degree. But you're going to actually get all this done within 15 months, so you can move straight onto the university. And then there's the Associate in Science degree and Computer Systems Specialist. And on the next slide, we'll give you an idea of how that would break down as far as doing it in accelerated format.
Now, it's interesting because in general, a student doing an associate's degree, for example, would take at least 2 years to complete. And sometimes maybe even a little longer if they are taking summer vacation. This way, students can finish in 15 months. Mm-hmm. That's a lot faster.
Yeah, and the sooner you move on, and the sooner you graduate, the sooner you're in the workforce earning money.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Okay, so the typical kind of schedule for an accelerated student would be to take the courses in an accelerated format in the fall, summer, and winter semesters. The fall and winter semesters are very much similar. You've got a long 16-week session that goes from August all the way to December, and then within the 16 weeks, you also have 2 back-to-back 8-week sessions. So the 8-week session would go from August to October, and then, which is session 2, and then session 4 would be the one that picks up in October and ends in December. So the way you would complete 15 credits in that term would be to take 2 classes in each of the 8-week back-to-back mini sessions, and then 1 overlapping class in the main session. And students would typically pick something that's maybe more challenging, like a science or a math, for the 16-week session, and then maybe take some easier courses, or maybe courses aren't quite as challenging for them maybe humanities and social sciences in the back-to-back mini sessions. And then the summer term, you've got 3 sessions, one long 12-week session, and then 2 back-to-back 6-week sessions that fall within the dates of the main session. So, and by doing that, if you were starting in the fall term, you would go fall, winter, summer, and fall. And by doing 15 credits in each of those sessions, so that would equal 60 credits earned in 15 months.
Okay, so that's how the math is done, huh?
Yeah.
For how to do it in 15 months. It's amazing.
And it's a little bit challenging. We look for students with strong grades, good abilities in math and English. Of course, if you're coming over and your English is a little bit limited, we can certainly help you with that with our English learning program. And then you could jump right into the accelerated program.
Very good.
Okay, and some of the benefits of the accelerated program, of course, is saving time. The sooner you can get finished and out into the workforce, the better it is for you. You're also saving money. Many of these accelerated programs are actually completely textbook free at this point. And many of our other programs also have textbook free classes, so you save about a lot of money. I think the average was about $2,000 in savings by not having to purchase books over the course of your entire education.
Absolutely, yeah, because students taking classes here normally would spend at least about $400 in books per term. And right there, all books are free. That's a great savings.
Right, and the way they make them free is actually work the text into the course shell. We use a course delivery program called Desire to Learn. And it's really, it works as a website that you log into, and you see all your classmates are in there logged in. Your teacher would be at certain times logged in, and all of the course materials are right there on the website. So, and the other thing is, when you see the bullet that says sequenced courses, what we do as advisors here at the college is we work with you individually to determine what's the best sequence of the courses. If you've got previous credits, we would, of course, bring those transcripts in, apply as many credits as we possibly can from your previous college experience to the program here to lessen the amount of time and the amount of money that you have to spend here in order to get the degree. And once we have looked at all your transcripts, or if you don't have any, you kind of start from the beginning, but we sequence all your courses out term by term, so you know exactly what you're taking each term until the point of graduation.
Yeah, one of the questions that the students have all the time from me, international students, are when they go to a college or university in their home country, they are normally afraid. They feel like they cannot use those credits here. So again, we do accept credits from other colleges and universities in other countries, as long as it's from an accredited institution. We would ask for the transcripts in original language, certified English translation if the language is not English, and a commercial evaluation. And we can give you more information on commercial evaluation. If you go to Broward College at College Week Live, our virtual page, you have my email, Regina. You can send me an email and say, what is that all about commercial evaluation that you talked, that you said? And I can tell you what it is and how it's done. But you can get college credits as long as you have done, you went to an accredited college and university in your country. Accredited means the Ministry of Education in your country says that is a good school and it's okay for you to take classes there. Now, another question from our viewers. Oh, hello, can I transfer my credit?
Good question, that's exactly what we're saying.
That's exactly what we are saying. Yes, you can transfer your credits as long as it's from an accredited college or university in your home country. Send the transcripts in original language, certified translation, English translation if needed, and then we'll tell you how to do a commercial evaluation of the transcripts. And you can get credit for. So for example, I have a student currently that came from the Bahamas, and she attended a college in the Bahamas, and she was transferring to Broward College to do business here. She is actually graduating with us in 8 months. I mean, she already did 4, and now in May she graduates, and she started classes with us in August. but we gave credit for most of her classes because she was taking business courses in this college in the Bahamas, and she was taking business here too. So in 8 months, she's graduating with us, 8 months.
And the only caveat to that is that we do have a residency requirement in terms of the amount of credits. If you're doing a 60-credit program with us, the associate in arts degree or many of our AS degrees, you do have to do at least 15 credits with Broward College in order to earn your degree from Broward College. So we could take in a lot of credits from another school, but we would still need you to complete at least the 15 credits with us to get the degree here.
Yeah, and 15 credits in general. One course has 3 credits, so again, 15 credits would be approximately 5 courses, which is fantastic, and you get a degree.
Right.
Okay, another question, and that is, how about CGPA of transferable course?
Not familiar with CGPA, is that an acronym?
Yeah, Liton, can you elaborate and tell us what is the CGPA, please? And we will answer your question. So please send us another question explaining what that part is.
While we're waiting for that, we just want to also mention some of the challenges with the accelerated program. And that is just that it's a little bit faster paced. Obviously, you're finishing in 15 months. So we are looking for students with good time management skills, students who are persistent with their coursework, and again, students who are have strong math skills at least, and hopefully English skills in time. You may already have strong English skills, but that's something you can work on here. And let's go ahead because we only got about 15 minutes.
Okay, so next slide.
Okay, so for just a little bit of information about general admissions to the college, you would go to our website at broward.edu, www.broward.edu. There's an application link. It'll say apply now. You can click that button. If you're going to apply as an international student, what would they pull down if they're coming here on an F1 visa?
Oh, they would send a paper application, and
okay.
Yeah, it's a different type of application. If you come to the U.S., it's a paper application. If you're gonna take classes at BC Online Global Campus, you go for the online application.
Right.
Again, any questions? These are it's a lot of information, so send us an email. Send me an email. My email is in the Broward College site booth at College Week Live, Regina. So look for Regina there, and I'll reply to your question.
Right. Okay, so you would do the application, and we can send you some more information on that. As Regina previously said, you submit your educational credentials, certified by your Ministry of Education.
And that will be different from country to country. It depends. So if you tell us, where did you finish high school? Then we'll tell you what kind of diploma or test scores, what is it that we require, okay?
Great.
It depends on the country.
Yeah, and if you haven't taken college level credits abroad or in your home country, if you're coming straight out of high school, you would need to submit SAT scores, which we use for placement in subjects like math, reading, and English. So that's another thing that we would need. And then once you submit those documents, you can contact us, and we can give you some more personal information, a little bit of one-on-one, and get you signed up for an orientation, which can also be done completely online.
Okay, so let's see. We have another question here. Please tell me about scholarship. Okay, so scholarship, Broward College offers a scholarship, the International Student Merit Scholarship for current students. You need to complete 24 credits with us with a GPA grade point average of a 3.0 out of 4.0. And the scholarship is going to be about 10 to 20% of a discount on your tuition. But again, if you compare our prices with other institutions in Florida, you will see that our tuition is about half of what a state university is in Florida, and it's about 1/3 of what a private university is in Florida.
Right.
So that is your scholarship if you're coming in, okay? Next slide.
Okay, so once you become a Broward College student, especially if you're taking courses online, we have a lot of student resources that are here to help you succeed. We have an online tutoring service. It's free to you as a student, called Smart Thinking, where you can get help for any number of subjects. Some subjects are actually, tutors are available 24 hours a day, like mathematics. So that's a great
You say
resource.
24 hours a day?
They can get, yes, they can chat in questions to a math tutor at 3 o'clock in the morning, which might be, I don't know, in the afternoon over here, but, it's regardless. I mean,
It's 24 hours. Okay, great.
As we previously mentioned, a lot of our courses are textbook free. The accelerated programs are textbook free throughout. You can access information from our college catalog online if you just click the catalog link on our homepage. And that has everything from course descriptions to college policies and procedures and descriptions of programs that we offer. Course descriptions are important for a lot of people, especially if you're transferring credits to us. A lot of times, or when you take courses here and you're going to transfer them up to the university or outside the state or any other college, perhaps back home if you wanted to do that. A lot of these conversions are done based on the course descriptions. So you can find those in the catalog. And then also on our homepage, if under student resources, if you click library, there's a lot of research that can be done straight through the website, looking into special collections and archives. So those are just some of the resources that we offer online. And there's a few more that we'll discuss in a minute on student resources as well. I think we have another question coming in.
Okay, another question. And that is, I have another question. How about on-campus job and off-campus job? Okay, so on-campus employment and off-campus employment. Now we are talking about this student, international student, coming on a student visa and studying with us in Florida. On-campus employment is allowed up to 20 hours a week. You can work on campus, okay? As far as off-campus, you are allowed to do off-campus employment during your OPT, optional practical training. You can have a pre-completion optional practical training before you graduate, or you can have a post-completion after you graduate optional practical training. So if you are doing on-campus employment while you are in school, that is a part-time job up to 20 hours a week. If you're doing pre-completion OPT, optional practical training, it's part-time and it's off-campus. If you're doing post-completion OPT, it's full-time and it's off-campus. So those are the type of employment if you're here on a student visa.
Okay, so just continuing with student support services, one thing we want to make sure of, and we do make sure of at Broward College, is that students who take courses online get the same level of student support as students taking traditional classes here. And by student support, we mean things like advising and educational planning and career exploration. These are some of the most important things we can do early on in your time at Broward College. Career exploration is very important in order to make sure that you're choosing the correct major for what you want to do as a career. And a lot of people come to college and aren't sure right off the bat what they want to do for a career. So we can do some career exploration. We can look at some of these things come from an organization called the Bureau of Labor Statistics, where they do a lot of research into careers, the job descriptions, the pay, the job outlook. Is it expected to grow or shrink over the next 10 years or so? So you do a lot of research and then you make an informed decision about what it is that you want to study. Once you make that decision, then you would meet with an advisor either online or if you come here then face-to-face. And we would, again, create an educational plan for you, which is where we map out the courses that you're going to take term by term. So you go through, and anytime you have any questions or you need anything, any questions answered or any advice, help looking for courses for the next term, we're here to help you with all of those things. And then again, the Smart Thinking is the tutoring service. ProctorU, which you'll see the fourth bullet, is how we administer tests for courses that are taken fully online. Students who are taking courses from abroad.
How does it work? Because they may want to know.
Sure. Yeah. You'd have to have a computer or a desktop or a laptop computer that would meet the technical specifications that are listed on our website, which we can send you the link for that if you're interested in that. And basically, the proctor, which is a person who administers an exam, watches you take the exam through the webcam on your computer. So they basically make sure that someone's not standing over your shoulder giving you the answers during the test. And that you're, ensuring the integrity of the testing and of your passing grade and everything. So that's sort of how ProctorU works.
Okay.
And we have a lot of students already who take classes from other countries, and they use PartView to do the exams, so it works, and it works very well. And again, let's see, academic calendars. Okay, if you click calendar, which is a tiny little white link at the very top of our website on the right-hand side, you can see all the important dates for each term. When it's time to start registering for an upcoming term. When classes begin. It lets you know the date that you can withdraw from a course. It lets you know that date within the first week of the class so you can drop a class and get your money back and it doesn't appear in the transcript. And then, of course, it has the final exam dates and holidays. All the important dates for a semester are on that college calendar. And disability services, I guess this would apply more to students who are coming to take classes here in the U.S.
Yeah.
Although even online students, if you have a learning disability or a visual impairment, you would want to get registered with the Office of Disability Services so that they can provide services that will help you in your studies here.
Okay.
And again, we were mentioning earlier the cost of attendance. If you look at this little breakdown, you can see that $215.20 per credit, if you're studying from abroad, is much less than the averages at the universities, public and private, especially private.
Yeah, again, the cost per credit at Broward College is for a student attending fully online in your home country, taking classes online with us.
Right.
And that's the $215.20. If you are taking classes here in Florida, it's a little bit more. It's $363 per credit. And one course normally has 3 credits, so you know how much would a course cost.
Right, a little over 1,000 for it.
Yeah. Next one.
Okay, and then this is the contact information for Broward College Online. Again, I'm Zach Gilson. I'm one of the senior student success specialists that we have at Broward BC Online, along with Damon Davis and Yvette Guzman. There are 3 of us who work with the online students. And then we have our executive assistant, Sandy Salazar. A lot of times you'll be speaking with her about admissions things and getting admissions holds removed. So she might be your first point of contact, and then she would refer you to one of us, the advisors.
Mm-hmm. And so, if you want my information for Regina Carvalho, you will find it at Broward College in our virtual booth at College Week Live. You have my email there. Also, we only have 3 minutes left for our webcast, so take this time to send your questions if you still have questions. And also, when you send me an email, feel free to send me your emails in English, in Portuguese, or Spanish. I can answer your questions in these 3 languages, English, Portuguese, and Spanish. Okay? So...
Yeah, certainly if you think of a question that you didn't get to ask during the presentation, just email it to us and we'll get right back to you.
Yeah. So once again, thank you for taking the time and staying with us for this webcast, and we really hope you're going to explore more about Broward College and see what we are all about, and perhaps we'll be your school of choice to either come to the United States and take classes with us in Florida, or take classes in one of our centers abroad, or maybe take classes completely online and be a global student with Broward College. We have 1 more minute to go, and we're going to stop this broadcasting. Okay, so once again, thank you, and no more questions at this time. Just send us your email, and we're going to end our broadcast now. Thank you so much for the time with us.
Bye-bye.
Bye.